everybody, welcome to KO Crafts with Kelly. As you can see, I'm outside, so hopefully the back doesn't get too crazy for you. I'm going to do an experiment. It's a long-term experiment, but I heard about it, and a lot of you don't know me. However, I love plants, and this experiment involves plants. So what this experiment is, you know, there's always been that debate, are microwaves dangerous? Does it damage the food you eat? Blah, blah, blah. I personally do most of my cooking in the microwave, so this is going to be kind of interesting for me. So what you do is this group did an experiment with plants. They took two plants, identical. One they watered with tap water, and one they watered with microwave water. Supposedly, the plant that got the microwave water grew deformed and weird and all that. So, I'm going to try and duplicate that experiment. So what I've done is I don't know which kind of plant they bought, so I'm going to do this with two kinds. I got your regular house plant, which I'm going to divide this into two sides. And then I also have a succulent, which has two plants in here, so I'm going to use it. So I picked these purposely because each one has two plants that I can separate so that the plants come from the same flower. So that I can't say, well, one I bought in the store, you know, one was better than the other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide these in front of you. I have got containers. This container says micro, which is going to be microwave water, tap water. Those are for the house plants, and then these are for the succulents. I got the micro and I got the tap. Okay, and then for water, what I'm going to do is I've microwaved the water for 3 minutes, and then I let it sit in this jar. And then the tap water is just straight out of the tap and sits in this jar. They say the water is better if you let it set for a few days. So they have both been setting for at least 3 to 4 days, maybe longer. Okay, so they're all marked. Okay, so I'm going to reset you guys so that you can see me dividing the plants, and we'll get started with that. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So hopefully this is a good angle for you guys to see. I'm going to start with the succulents, and as you can see, I put a little bit of rock at the bottom of each pot. That's just to give the excess water a place to go in case we get too much water in there. Now I'm going to use the same dirt for all of them, which is just potting soil. I don't have any cactus dirt, so we're just going to go with this, which I've done cactus in just this before also. So, alright, so the first thing we're going to do is take this succulent out of the container. Okay, let me get the dirt off of it. Okay, now as you can see, it's broke off into two plants, okay? So we're going to put one in each. Now one is a little bit bigger than the other, but I'm going more for deformity. So we're going to see what happens. So we're going to put the little one, actually we'll put the little one in the microwave. And get some dirt in here. And yes, it's kind of windy, so it's going to be a little bit of a hot mess. But, you know, it's okay. It's not 100 degrees out, so it feels pretty good. So I'm pretty happy about that. Now, when I went to pick pots, I went to the dollar store so that this would not get to be too expensive. And these were the only kind of things they had that were even remotely close to a pot. But I figured I'd make them work. And that's what we're going to do. So, but I wanted to show that, you know, I was doing this is as close to equal as I could. You know, like getting the same kind of pot, same kind of dirt, plant from the same pot so that it, you know, is the same plant, not take the chance that one plant was better from the store than the other. Getting this in here is a little tough, so let's just keep going. I hope you guys are enjoying the end of your summer. I am. My grandkids all go back to school next Thursday, the 6th. And I am kind of ready for it just because I'll have time to get back to YouTubing, which I don't, do right now much. Okay, so this is the microwave water. So because this is really dry, I'm going to water it just a touch. And as you can see, I've got microwave water. We're going to put this in here. And the reason I'm doing a regular houseplant too is because succulents grow really slow. And so this is going to take a lot longer to do anything than the houseplant. Okay, we'll set that there. Got that watered. All right. And I love houseplants. When I lived in my own house, and when I was married, my husband's daughter, every time she come over, every other weekend, she would count my houseplants to see how many I had. And I think at one point I was up to 46. So, yeah, here I live in the basement because they have a full basement, so I've made like a little apartment. And I only have one window. And so plants don't do well down there. In the winter last winter I had a plant light. However, it's kind of chilly down there in the winter, so they didn't do well. Now they did awesome when I brought them outside for the winter or the summer. So I think next year I'm going to get a heat lamp to put them under. But for the rest of this summer, I will leave all these plants outside. I have a Christmas cactus and I left it outside, and I'll show it to you at the end of this video. It's really taken off. I mean, they all survived, but I'm telling you what, the difference. I have a wandering Jew that was just so scraggly and sickly in the winter under that light that it didn't do well. But man, when I brought it outside for the summer, it's just going crazy. So I'm going to try and get new lights. The other thing I didn't do was I didn't leave the lights on all the time. I only turned them on for like 6 hours a day. I'm going to leave them on all the time, so that hopefully that will help. All right, so there's our tap water. We'll give it some water. So anyways, this here experiment is a really great excuse for me to get more plants, even though it's going to be hard. I've got a windowsill that they could go in. However, that gets cold, so it's not really super good for cactus. So we'll see. But I'll make sure that the plants are all in the same conditions as far as light and heat and all that stuff. So, okay, so there's those two. And yes, so we got those two ready to go. And then what I'm going to do is once a month I will take pictures, and I'm going to start, if you go to my Facebook page, which the link will be below, I will have a thing on there for plant experiment, and once a month I will post updated pictures to see if there's any progress. And then maybe at every quarter I'll do, like a quarter before and stuff. So all right, let's get this one out, which this one looks really healthy in this pot, but it doesn't work for my experiment. So we're going to take it out, and hopefully it divides as easily as the succulent did. Okay, now this plant is just called foliage, so yeah. So let's see what we can do with it here. Ooh, it's really root bound. Let's see, take this half, divide it right here. Okay, so there's our two halves. I think that looks pretty good. So we'll put this one in here. Let's see how much dirt we need once we get it in here. So hopefully by starting this in the summer and getting them outside with the real sunlight and real heat, they'll take off really well with the transplant and then go from there. And hopefully, being in the glass jar, the heat and sunlight through the winter will absorb better. We'll see. pretty. This one I might have to get, this one I might get bigger pots for, and I didn't realize they were going to be quite this crowded. So I might get bigger pots for these and redo them, and if I do, then I will let you guys know. But for right now, we're going to get them started in here. Okay, all right. Now this one is the tap water. So, water, tap water. If you guys happen to come across any kinds of experiments, I love to do stuff like this, so let me know. I'll be happy to do more. That one will have to let sink a little bit. You know, just for the fun of it. I think it's fun. This may not show anything. It may just show that it's a bunch of hooey. But how cool would it be to get some kind of deformed plant from the microwave water? Although then I'd have to rethink it, because I use the like I said, I use the microwave a lot. I do cook on the stove, yes, but if I can do it in the microwave, I do it in the microwave just because it's easier, and especially in the summer, it doesn't heat up the kitchen or anything like that, and it's just quicker. So yeah, if you guys come across anything that looks like a fun experiment, crazy experiment, something off the wall that you don't believe or whatever, let me know. I'll check it out, and if it's something I can try and recreate, I'm the girl to do it. Alright, so yeah, right now those look good, but I'm probably going to have to repot those. But I don't know. They got a lot of room to go down into the roots, so what the good thing with the glass is I can see if they get root bound. So, okay, this one is the microwave. We use the microwave water. Now I suppose if I really, really, really wanted to be all positively even stuff, I'd measure the water I put in there, but I'm not going to go that far because I'm just not. This is for fun. I'm not documenting anything other than pictures. So we will just see. And if you guys have any questions, suggestions, or anything that you think would work better, I do have plant food. I can't decide yet if I want to do that or just stick with the two different kinds of water. I don't know if the plant food would affect it. So yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to work. So give me your ideas if you have any thoughts on that, but I'm just afraid that it might affect the outcome. But if they're both done equal, I don't know. So you guys let me know what you think. So, okay. So there you have it. Those are our 4 plants that I will set out on this table. Usually I put this umbrella down. I just leave everything out on this table because it gets great sun and I can kind of watch it. So put those over there. Now I'll be right back. I'm going to grab my cactus. Now this one I have had for 2 years. Bought it the year before I moved in here, and it has done, I don't know, is that good for you guys to see? It looks like it is. It's done wonderful out in the sun. Through the winter it did good. It bloomed. I have a windowsill I kept it on. But through the summer, with this, especially with this dry, humid heat we've had, dry, humid, that's not, I know. It's done really well. So I have kept it outside, kept it in the hot sun. It's doing great. So, anyways, oh, sorry guys. Here I am, sorry. That's our experiment. I will keep you up to date on how it goes, and hopefully you guys will follow along. Like I said, if you have any suggestions, tips, or anything on this experiment, let me know. If you have anything else you'd like to have me do, let me know. Stay tuned. I'm going to try and get a updated whips and finished items for through the summer. I've got some finished and some whips going, so stay tuned. Thank you for coming. If you're new subscribers, I hope this was fun for you and you stick around. If you're returning, thank you for sticking with me through the summer. I know I have been MIA a lot. Summers are just really busy times, but hopefully we'll get back, and I hope you guys have a great day. God bless. We'll talk to you later.